Hey everyone, welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas, and I am very excited about this video. As you guys can already tell, today we're going to be swatching the Zoya Easy Neon Collection, which is a neon collection from Zoya that consists of 6 colors, and they have a white lid, which is different, and I'm kind of obsessed with because I love like a whole like white aesthetic for everything. And then in addition to that, they also have the default bigger brush, which is like huge, and I kind of really hope that this continues into future collections. So let's swatch them because they all have virtually the same formula. We're just going to kind of talk about them overall throughout the video. So the first one is Oakley. It is an orange, and I found that this one out of all of them, well, actually, this one and the green one out of all of them are a bit on the thinner side. So I did feel like you needed about 2 to 3 coats depending on your nail line intensity and just your personal preference. But overall, most of these covered perfectly in 2 coats. But like this one, like I said, you had little patchy spots where you could still kind of see through. So that third one kind of topped us off. But overall, these polishes have decent, consistent formulas. They do feel like your traditional neon in the sense where they're more jelly-like rather than like a neon cream, because neon creams are just like hard to do for some reason. I feel like in the past, all neons have trouble spots. So this one does have a good formula, but don't be expecting a cream. Be expecting more of like a jelly, sheer, see-through sort of formula that you are going to have to build upon. Now, that doesn't mean they're bad by any means, but it just means that it's not like a full-on cream like you might be used to in just traditional creamy polish colors since they don't have shimmers. The other thing that I noticed with these is that they do dry down to like a bit of a satin-like finish, so they're not going to be super shiny unless you put on a shiny top coat. And I did, for swatch pictures, put on a shiny top coat. I was using the Zoya Glossy Seal from their Naked Manicure line, and that top coat is fabulous. It works really well on me. It works well with Zoya nail polishes. I can't necessarily attest to other brands yet. I have worn it on an orally and it did really well. But then my mom also wore it on an orally and it didn't do so well. So I think it's also a lot just kind of dependent on your personal chemistry with the polish. Also to note, I feel like that some of these might result in some staining. So I obviously didn't like leave these on for a super long time when I'm doing swatch videos, and I also avoided like trying to get in the cuticle and on the side and on the skin of my nail because I didn't want neons to stain, because we all know neons kind of do that. But this green one, Link here, it caused me some issues and some annoyances. So I took it off while it was still kind of wet, I would say, or reactivated by top coat. And when I did that, you have to be very like mindful that you don't get the part of the cotton ball that touched the polish onto your skin, because whenever that does happen, it then kind of stains and leaves like a yellowy tone to like the surrounding skin part of your nail, kind of like whenever you take off a red nail polish and it kind of makes like the area around your nail like all reddish and looks stained, but it's not like officially stained. So because of that reaction, when taking it off in this way, I feel like that is something you might actually have to deal with when you take off the green polish after like having worn it for a while. So that's something to be mindful of. Maybe do some double base coat if you're really into the color, and then wear it and just take it off maybe with a separate cotton ball on every nail. Even though I know that seems very extra and over the top, I feel like that will just avoid the whole yellow-green toning to your skin tone. So overall, in that respect, I wasn't a huge fan of the green one and the blue one, because the blue one also kind of did the same thing. The rest had no issues with that. Another thing that I wanted to note is that the second polish in here that you were seeing next to the orange, which online, I realized I didn't say any of the names in this, so I'm sorry. All of the names were in the top corner of the video. I just felt like we really needed to kind of like chat through this collection. The second polish that I swatched, and the second one above in the picture, is called Zelda. And online, I thought this polish was going to be a very corally color, and I was like super excited because I love a coral neon and really just a coral anything. However, in person and on the nail, it definitely feels more like a electric pink that's leaning a bit more on the red side rather than a coral. Now, next to the following shade, Janie, it doesn't really look like a pink. It definitely looks like more on the red side. But I just wanted to like make sure you guys knew that that shade is not necessarily a coral online. It definitely looks like it, at least on all the screens that I looked at it on. And I've heard that from other people where they thought it was going to be corally shade. And then it's really just kind of a glorified hot pink leaning a bit more red. So that color expectancy that I had was not quite there, which was a little bit of a disappointment, even though the polish was still really good and it looked great on because it was like super shiny and it was fun, bright, and summery. It just wasn't what I was expecting based on what I had seen online. So that's another reason swatch videos like this are great. So I think that covers everything. These are available now. Overall, I am very excited to see Zoya doing something different with this neon collection. I love their attempt at the neons. They definitely are more on the jelly side rather than a cream. I love the fact that they have the default big brushes, and I love the fact that they all have the white lids. So there's a bit of pros and cons with this collection, but overall, I don't think it's necessary that you get the full collection. I would say just pick like your favorite shades, maybe not the green, and get those that way, because then I feel like you'll be happy and not disappointed. Whereas I feel like sometimes with this case, the full collection could be a little disappointing because they're not necessarily accurate to what you may have seen online because of computers and screens and colors, and you know how colors and computers are. It can be quite the challenge. But overall, I feel like there are some gems in here. Zelda was a very good polish. Jenny was a good polish. And those two were probably my favorite. I really, really wanted to like Echo, but I'm just afraid that if you wear it for a long time, it's going to stain just because of how it behaved right off the bat. And a Link, I definitely feel like is going to be a stainer. Banks, I'm not really sure, but it's kind of like a grape crush sort of purple. So you have to like really, really, really like purple to wear that one. And Oakley was fun. I mean, that's like traffic cone orange though. So it's for a very specific orange lover. So now that I've babbled on about the colors, I hope you found this video helpful and informative in some shape, way, or form. And I think that is it. So I will stop talking. These are available now on the Zoya website. I will have a link down below. And I cannot wait to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this whole collection and everything that kind of came with it, with the newer brushes, the white lids, and all of that. And I'm really excited to see how that goes into new collections. I would love to see it go into new collections. But that's officially it. I will stop talking. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye!